वेलकम दोस्तों। आज हम बात कर रहे हैं नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन की, स्पेशली बायोलॉजिकल नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन। अपना टॉपिक स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं डिस्कस करना चाहूँगा इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ दिस एलिमेंट विच इज़ नाइट्रोजन। पहले तो हम बात कर लें कि हमारे पास नाइट्रोजन के सोर्सेज क्या हैं। तो जैसा कि आप सभी को पता है कि 78% ऑफ आवर एटमॉस्फेरिक गैसेज कंपोज्ड ऑफ नाइट्रोजन। एंड ये जो नाइट्रोजन है ये N2 के फॉर्म में होती है, मतलब इनर्ट गैस है। इसको कोई भी प्लांट डायरेक्टली यूटिलाइज नहीं कर सकता, स्पेशली या सिर्फ कुछ प्रोकैरियोट्स, ओनली बैक्टीरियाज और ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गे एंड विद एसोसिएशन ऑफ लेग्यूम्स प्लांट, राइजोबिया, ये कुछ प्रोकैरियोट्स हैं जो हमारी एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन को फिक्स कर सकते हैं। अदर फॉर्म्स नाइट्रेट्स, नाइट्राइड्स एंड अमोनिया, और सॉइल में अमीनो एसिड्स के रूप में भी ये होती है, एंड ऑर्गेनिक नाइट्रोजन कंपाउंड्स इन इंसेक्ट्स। तो मेजर जो पार्ट है वो एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन है, जिसको हमारे प्लांट्स बैक्टीरियाज या प्रोकैरियोट्स की हेल्प से फिक्स करते हैं। नाइट्रोजन इन प्लांट्स। तो जो नाइट्रोजन है इज अ मेजर एलिमेंट और कंस्टिट्यूएंट एलिमेंट ऑफ मैनी इंपॉर्टेंट सब्सटेंस लाइक क्लोरोफिल, साइटोक्रोम्स, एल्कलॉइड, विटामिन्स। लाइक इन ह्यूमंस, हमारे बॉडी में जो प्रोटीन है, एमिनो एसिड्स, डीएनए वगैरह है, सभी नाइट्रोजन इसके अंदर इन्वॉल्व है। इट इज़ अ मेजर सब्सटेंस नेक्स्ट टू वाटर, सो इट एक्ट्स एज अ बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक, टेक्स पार्ट इन सेवरल metabolic processes, growth, reproduction, heredity, etc. As we discussed, apart from carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen is the most prevalent essential macroelement in living organisms. Plants को भी चाहिए ये to build amino acids, nucleic acid, proteins, cytochromes, chlorophyll. All these we have discussed. Plants cannot fix this atmospheric nitrogen. So how they make the use of this free diatomic molecules present in air? As you know, it is highly inert gas. It cannot be used directly by the plants, and therefore it should be fixed, and it is fixed with the help of different phenomena. Coming to types of nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation क्या है? It is the phenomenon of conversion of free nitrogen, जो एटमॉस्फेयर में नाइट्रोजन N2 फॉर्म प्रेजेंट है, उसको कन्वर्ट करना इनटू नाइट्रोजनस कंपाउंड्स। कैसे कंपाउंड? विच आर अवेलेबल टू प्लांट्स, एंड दैट मीन्स विच कैन बी एब्जॉर्ब बाय प्लांट्स। सो दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ कन्वर्जन ऑफ फ्री नाइट्रोजन इज कॉल्ड एज नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन. सो नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन, इट इज कैरिड आउट बाय two processes. First is non-biological, other one is biological. By non-biological, I mean physiochemical processes like thunder, lightning, जो भी बिजली कड़कती है, बारिश होती है, उस समय क्या होता है? केमिकल रिएक्शंस होते हैं जिसमें जो नाइट्रोजन एलिमेंटल फॉर्म को कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, एंड that precipitate with the rain to earth and can be utilized by plants. So ये प्रोसेस कितनी नाइट्रोजन फिक्स करता है? मामूली सी नाइट्रोजन फिक्स कर पाता है ये प्रोसेस, अबाउट 10% ऑफ नेचुरल नाइट्रोजन takes place by physiochemical or non-biological fixation. बाकी 90% नाइट्रोजन है, it is fixed by biological process. So you please keep it mind, 90% of nitrogen is fixed by biological methods that we call as biological nitrogen fixation. Slide, I have showed few non-biological processes that take place. Like you can see, atmospheric nitrogen gets combined with oxygen while lightning, जैसे कि बिजली जब कड़कती है थंडर शावर्स में, then the elemental nitrogen compound get converted into nitric oxide. Further oxidation, it convert in nitrogen peroxide. Likewise, you can see nitric acid, formation of calcium nitrate, ammonium nitrate, ammonium nitrite. So these are few non-biological fixation process take place in nature. Coming to the topic of our interest, that is biological nitrogen fixation. It is a fixation of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compound or salts with the help of microorganism. So the involvement of microorganism, that's why it is called as biological nitrogen fixation. It is of two types. First one is symbiotic, other one is non-symbiotic. So here you can see, under the influence of lightning and thunder, atmospheric nitrogen and O2 reacts to form nitric oxide, which are again oxidized with oxygen to form nitrogen peroxide. During the rains, this NO2 with rainwater to form nitric acid. So you must have heard of acid rain. So the acid fall on the soil along with the rainwater and react with the alkaline radicals to form water soluble nitrates and nitrites. Here you can see formation of calcium nitrate, calcium nitrate and ammonium nitrate. So these nitrate forms are directly absorbed by roots of plants. So this is one way of nitrogen, non-biological fixation of nitrogen. Likewise, in industries, ammonia is produced by a direct combination of nitrogen with hydrogen at high temperature and pressure, which is later converted into various kinds of fertilizers, जैसे कि यूरिया. These two processes fix 10% of total nitrogen. Biological nitrogen fixation. The conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds through the agency of living organism is called as biological nitrogen fixation. This process is carried out by two types of microorganism. First one are those which lives in close association of plants. We call them as symbiotic association. And the other one, those which are free living or non-symbiotic. So biological nitrogen fixation, we can define it as the process by which atmospheric nitrogen is reduced to ammonia in the presence of nitrogenine. Nitrogenine is a biological catalyst found naturally only in certain microorganisms such as symbiotic Rhizobium and Frankia, or the free-living Azospirillum and Azotobacter and blue-green algae. 80% of atmospheric nitrogen, which is highly inert dinitrogen and which is not utilized by plant as such, because these nitrogen atoms are linked by triple covalent bonds, and to break these triple covalent bond about 225 kilocalorie of energy is required. So that is very difficult to achieve. 225 kilocalorie of energy required to break this triple bond, very difficult to achieve. The phenomena of reduction of inert nitrogen into ammonia to the agency of microorganism which made it available to plants is called biological nitrogen fixation. So these microorganisms are also known as diazotrophs. Diazotrophs का मीनिंग क्या है? बैक्टीरिया एंड साइनोबैक्टीरिया लाइक ब्लू-ग्रीन एल्गे, फ्रैंकिया, जिनको नाइट्रोजन किसी अदर सोर्स से नहीं चाहिए, दे कैन फिक्स देयर ओन नाइट्रोजन. Diazotrophs are microorganism that is able to grow without external source of fixed nitrogen. Okay, and the process of biological nitrogen fixation, sometimes it is also called as diazotropy process, we will discuss in biological nitrogen fixation is the non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation. That means free living nitrogen fixation. So fixation carried out by free living microorganism, maybe aerobic, anaerobic and blue-green algae. You can see I have mentioned examples: free living aerobic Azotobacter, Beijeringia; free living anaerobic, that is Clostridium; free living photosynthetic Chlorobium, Rhodopseudomonas; free living chemosynthetic Thiobacillus desulfovibrio. These are some examples or examples of diazotrophs which can fix nitrogen asymbiotically. These bacteria can add nitrogen to the soil to the tune of 10 to 25 kg of nitrogen per hectare per annum. Main topic. So coming to our main topic, that is symbiotic nitrogen fixation. As you all know, symbiosis means presence of two organisms which are or which benefits mutually to one another. Here we will discuss the example of legumes and rhizobia. Before that, we will discuss some terms. That is, the term symbiosis was coined by DeBary, that is Anton DeBary, and the fixation of free nitrogen by microorganisms in soil which are living symbiotically inside the plants is called as symbiotic nitrogen fixation. There are three categories. One is nodule formation in legumes, other one is nodule formation in non-legumes, last one is non-nodulating crops or association. So few points to remember. Nearly about 2500 species of leguminous plants. I have mentioned few examples like Caesar Arentium, Pisum, Kijanus, Arachis, etc. They produce root nodules with Rhizobium species. They fix nitrogen only inside the root nodules. This is a point to remember. They fix nitrogen only inside the root nodules. So they have a symbiotic associationship, that is association which provides food and shelter to the bacteria, and in return the bacteria supply fixed nitrogen to the plant. You must be amazed to know that nodules, after buried in soil, even after harvesting, they continue nitrogen fixation. Some other plants also produce these root nodules, like higher trees, Casuarina with Frankia, Ulmus with Frankia, Medica and Frankia, Parasponia and Rhizobium. Few leaf nodules are also noted to form nodules like Diosera, Psychotria. Roots of some gymnosperm like Podocarpus and leaves of some gymnosperm, Pavetta, Chomelia. These all are examples noted for nodule formation in non-leguminous plants. I quoted some example of a third category, that is non-nodulating associationship. First one is lichen and cyanobacteria. Another is Anthoceros and nostoc. Azolla, Anabina azolla, that is important. Cycas with nostoc and Anabina. Likewise, other you can see Digitaria, maize and sorghum, Spirillum notatum, Agitobacter with Paspalum notatum, etc. So now coming to symbiotic nitrogen fixation. What are nodules? So first, nodules are small knob-like protuberance of roots called as nodules. They vary in size and shape. They may be spherical, flat, they are finger-like or elongated. They form pinhead to 1 centimeter in size. There are many species of Rhizobium which are noted to form these nodules, like Rhizobium leguminosarum in pea, Rhizobium phaseoli in beans, Rhizobium japonicum in soybean, Rhizobium lupini in lupins. So there are two types of Rhizobium species. One is Rhizobium, other one is Bradyrhizobium. So for slow growing species, the name Brady is used, and for fast growing species, the Rhizobium term is used. So here I would like to introduce our Rhizobium. So Rhizobium are gram-negative bacteria and are non-spore forming, basically aerobic, but here you can mention it as microaerobic. They show a degree of specificity to their host, and this bacteria recognize its host by the chemical substance called as lectins, which are phytoagglutins, that is carbohydrate containing plant protein. So before going to our nitrogen cycle, I would like to brief about formation of root nodules in legumes, how these nodules are formed. So root nodules are formed due to the interaction of bacteria and the host roots. These free-living bacteria grow near to the root of their host, like legumes, But in the absence of their host, they are unable to fix nitrogen due to the free condition. So the roots of these legumes, they secrete some growth factors which help in fast multiplication of these bacteria. Here I have mentioned this example of pea and hormone homocysteine and a carbohydrate containing protein, that is lectins. They are secreted by this host, which help the bacteria in formation of root nodules. So with one more diagram here, I would like to explain in the easiest way the events which takes place while formation of nodules. So you can see the normal root hairs, they exude some organic substances by which the rhizobia get attracted, and you can see the rhizobia get attracted to root exudate. They get accumulated around the rhizosphere area, and these rhizobacteria or these rhizobia, they get orientation and binding of rhizobia to root hairs. After they get bind, they leads to root hair curling and deformation, which start the formation of infection thread by the rhizobia and formation of shepherd's crook cells and entry of infection thread. Thread containing bacteria extended into root hair cells. You can see entry of infection thread into cortex and branching, and the hypertrophy, hyperplasia, which leads to enlargement of size and shape of the cells, which leads to finally nodule development. This is our bacteroids present in infected cortical cells. So these nodules, they serve as site for nitrogen fixation. For nitrogen fixation, an enzyme complex which is called as nitrogenase and leg hemoglobin is required. The nitrogenase has two components. One is molybdenopterodoxin, we write it as MOFE protein, and another one is azoferredoxin, that is iron protein. The nitrogenase catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric dinitrogen to ammonia. So this ammonia is the first stable product of nitrogen fixation. This nitrogenase is extremely sensitive to oxygen. So इसको प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए नोडुल्स के अंदर क्या होता है, leg hemoglobin. So leg hemoglobin, it act as a oxygen scavenger. मतलब ये एक्स्ट्रा जो भी ऑक्सीजन होती है उसको ये एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है, खा जाता है. So leg hemoglobin, what they are reddish or pink pigment. That's why the root nodules of leguminous plants appears red. It is because of the presence of leg hemoglobin, which is an oxygen scavenger. So we won't go in the details of the process. We will stick to our course requirement. The questions may be asked for role of leg hemoglobin, what are bacteroids, what are the essential requirements. So just we will stick to that Here I have mentioned the basic requirement for nitrogen fixation, that is the presence of nitrogenase, and protective mechanism against oxygen, that is provided by like hemoglobin, ferredoxin, and constant supply of ATP, coenzymes and cofactors, cobalt and molybdenum. So these are basic requirement for nitrogen fixation. We briefly remind the role of nitrogenase enzyme. So it plays a key role in nitrogen fixation. It is active in anaerobic condition, which is provided by the like hemoglobin, which is an oxygen scavenger. So this nitrogenase enzyme is made up of two protein subunits. One is non-heme iron protein, that we write it as Fe protein. Another one is iron molybdenum protein, that is MOFE protein. This iron protein reacts with ATP and reduces second subunit, which ultimately reduces nitrogen into ammonia. So this is the simple reaction you can see. So this picture shows the nitrogen cycle. You can see atmospheric nitrogen is getting fixed through different processes. One is a biological, physical or physiochemical process, that is natural fixation by lightning, thunderstorm, and by industrial fixation, etc. And other one is biological nitrogen fixation. So here we will briefly discuss the biological nitrogen fixation. One is asymbiotic and other one is symbiotic. And refer to your notes. The biological nitrogen fixation, it includes transformations such as nitrogen mineralization and nitrogen immobilization. Then nitrogen mineralization, in which nitrogen containing organic complexes are decomposed and converted into inorganic compounds for the use of plants. While in immobilization, the N containing inorganic compounds are